Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Sanity Lost, where everyone likes clowns and it's all their fault. Hi.
Wow.
I mean,
This is
not wrong. I think.
That is a way
Maybe.
to start.
Not my fault.
Yeah.
I never said whose fault. Why are you assuming I was talking about you? Is there something?
You said
Look,
everybody's
as
fault.
I don't remember what I said.
Yeah,
I
I
wasn't
don't
listening.
remember.
As an unlicensed therapist, is there something you're trying to get off?
No, I'm a Twitch streamer. So as an unlicensed therapist, is there anything? That's
That's
a
what I
whole
just
different
said.
problem. Oh, I didn't hear. Well, I didn't hear the unlicensed.
I said as an unlicensed therapist.
Oh, okay. Whatever. I'm gonna just steal your joke.
I know this.
We are off to a great start tonight.
Yeah.
Normal.
It's a Monday. It's a Monday.
Yeah.
Wow, way to date this the recording.
It's just a Monday. I'm not saying which Monday.
It's the 16th.
Okay.
And now you have positively identified the time that we're recording. Congratulations! If you're listening to this in 2023, please call 555. We don't care.
There's a clue in
No,
every
like-
episode.
What is this? Gravity Falls? Yeah. So
Already distracted,
that
off
happened.
the rails.
If I had a better phone number in mind, I would have used it, but that's I ran out of.
You mean you couldn't
content.
go with 8675309?
Well, I needed a 555 number, so
555-865-5309.
and hello DMCA.
So I do have a serious question though
Oh.
that I'm wondering. Mainly because I started walking and
Nice.
yeah, it sucks.
Congratulations.
But
I'm a fan.
no,
I said I'm a fan.
yeah, I'm a human.
Oh my gosh. Is that all tonight is going to be? You making dumb jokes.
Is that
No,
every night?
Yeah.
But no, anyway, I just realized my walking has two stories.
Oh boy.
So I don't know if we're gonna record another episode after this, but if we do, I'll save the second one that just came to my mind for that. There we go, guys. A cliffhanger at the beginning of the show. Tune in next episode to see if I remember the second story. But anyway, I'm walking through my neighborhood, and I've noticed that there's still a lot of like yard Christmas decorations up. And so I'm wondering, also, I don't know what anybody's in this call's Christmas decoration situations like. For
This is gonna be
me,
a good question.
I don't have any. So,
Yes, and you've been very adamant about that for the last 2.5 months. I have tried very hard
Many
to
years.
convince him that he should have a Christmas decoration. It has not worked.
I bought Christmas gifts.
You did.
What do you want?
You did.
You
You gotta get like a little Charlie Brown tree that you can like
No.
put on a
John, you
table.
were over my apartment. Where am I going to put that tree?
That's why you get a little one.
See? Just on your little desk there.
That's okay. I don't have any Christmas decorations either.
Oh my gosh.
But anyway, how long do you think it's acceptable to keep Christmas decorations up in anywhere in your domain?
Well, the next holiday.
Not internet domain, but
Living.
I mean, the next holiday would
domicile.
be Valentine's Day. So
Yeah, which is a
2 weeks
dumb
before Valentine's
holiday.
Day.
2
they
weeks
do
before?
have.
I mean, you gotta have a little bit of Valentine's Day decoration
Who's-
time, right?
Who's decorating for Valentine's Day?
I don't know. I'm just saying.
Are you
that's the next
decorating for
holiday.
Valentine's Day?
This-
You're not going to
No.
decorate for Christmas, but you're going to make sure that you get some of those hearts up for Valentine's Day.
Well, this brings the next thing. Okay, I'm going to assume maybe half of this call, but who is celebrating Valentine's Day?
No, I do not. We do not really celebrate Valentine's Day. Okay, so to answer your first question, I would say it's acceptable to leave them up through January. It often happens that they stay up until March.
Well, see, acceptable
So
being through January
Now,
means 2 weeks before Valentine's Day.
I guess
Spot
that's
on,
true.
nailed it.
All right, all right, all right, all right, all right.
Nailed it.
All right, fine, but not because of Valentine's Day. I wouldn't take Christmas down to
Well,
put Valentine's Day up.
John, you had a thought?
yeah,
John has lots of thoughts
I
about
do
this.
have lots of thoughts. As far as outside decorations, I think it depends on what you have. So if you've got like the blow up decorations,
Okay, wait, pause. Let me
yeah,
just caveat that John and I are Christmas decoration snobs.
mhm.
So I apologize in advance.
I
heard
may
this
step on some toes, but
It's all good. I want to
Oh, my
also
toes.
caveat that I've heard about these decorations to and from PAX Unplugged. Anyway,
Yeah.
continue.
So anyway,
True.
so when it comes to blow up Christmas decorations, I think blow ups are trash and are an
Wow.
abomination.
Wow. You
And nobody
couldn't
should use them.
you couldn't soften that just
Nope.
a little bit? Just
They're
a little
terrible.
bit. Wow.
They're terrible.
Okay.
So those can come down as soon as possible.
Okay.
I think Christmas lights should stay up through the winter season. So those should stay up until, I don't know, whatever we decide spring is. Um,
So like April
yeah.
in our
And
area.
yeah. And inside decorations, I mean, you can do what you want. We kind of are doing like a hybrid thing where we transition into like winter themes. So like we'll bring down some of the more like
Christmassy.
definitive Christmas decorations and
Like
leave
the
up some of
tree
the
and
more
stuff.
nebulous like winter type decorations and just leave those up.
I just think the lights are so Nite, you probably don't relate to this, although I don't know if you've always lived in Florida, but like around here, it is so dreary and gray. Like it can be sunny and it's still just like dark for
and it's
months
dark
on
for
end.
so long.
Yeah.
I mean, I grew up I grew up in the
I was
Pacific
just gonna say, for
Northwest.
clarification.
So.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
So
so-
you know.
I was also going to say, for clarification, we do not live in England.
We do.
Between January and March, it feels like we live in England. So, you know.
Yeah.
As I look out to the dark void of my windows.
Yeah,
Hello there.
yeah.
So,
I
like-
mean, Pacific Northwest, you have to invent terms for overcast, rainy, misty, and all of
Right.
that, just so you have enough descriptors to last throughout, any given
Yeah.
week, let alone
Yeah.
for a month.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta have a bunch of different phrases, but
Yeah. So the lights they bring some like cheer and warmth to an otherwise terrible 3 months of the year.
Yep.
So,
So
yeah,
we
I
still
generally
have
don't
our
mind.
lights. We still have our lights up, but some of them are
This
starting to go
sounds-
out, which is a little sad.
Yeah, we might have to turn
See,
them off early this year.
I don't mind Christmas decorations. I just don't want to put them up myself for me, because why? Like,
It's true.
why would I spend this time?
It's true. They
Now-
are incredibly annoying to put up and take down. I am with you there.
Now,
Why
it would
people
be
have kids.
It would be kind of nice to have, like, for outside stuff, to have, like, light projectors out that could be left installed,
Yeah.
where I can
Yes,
put stuff
agreed.
up on the outside whenever I want,
Yeah.
for whatever I want.
Or get like those permanent lights that you can like change the colors of, so then you can be festive. You could do Valentine's Day lights. You could do red and white, or you could do like
just coat
blue
the
and
Just coat the entire outside of the house in neopixels.
that would be
addressable
intense.
LEDs.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yep.
Yeah.
It could be very intense depending on how much power you run through them.
Uh-huh. Yeah. It'd be very cool.
You can see it from space.
Yeah.
Just
Nite
set
is
up
also
set instead of solar panels, set up on your roof those like digital panels so you can have like digital scenes like across your entire roof.
Nite is also bringing up why I'm realizing I'm becoming a little bit like my mom, and I can't see at night when people drive because of their lights.
Oh, yeah.
I have that issue as well.
Yeah. That's rough.
It's a good excuse to not leave the house.
Sorry, guys. I can't see at night.
Yeah.
LASIK does that too. You get the haloing and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Well, I've got
Especially if you need too
astigmatism,
much
so
correction.
that does that to
I
me.
I thought I had astigmatism, and I brought it up to the last time I visited the eye doctor, and he and Doctor Talk said, "Shut up, pay me, go get your glasses." I'm like, okay. He said it a lot nicer than that, and it was a lot cheaper because it was with my insurance, which is a different bundle of fun conversation.
No.
But anyway,
No.
yeah. Speaking about lights, a light went on in a certain
Oh,
domain.
yeah. Do we have music yet? Am I supposed to hear music? Oh.
There it is.
I was hitting
That seems
play.
loud.
I also don't.
Yep.
Yeah. I had to turn it up because I was trying to find the songs to play.
Have we listened to this one before? This one seems new.
I don't remember.
Well, it's very spooky.
It is called Spooked Instruments.
Oh, okay.
But anyway, yeah, so this light illuminates in the Richmond diner, whatever
General
your
store.
general store. Yeah, and it turns on. Caleb and Percy, you guys have no clue what this means. But Cora, you do.
We should probably roll luck
So.
before we find out what this light is.
Nah, I'm taking that roll out because I keep forgetting.
Whoop. All right, let's
Roll
say.
your luck.
Which
70 over
Which
59.
dice? Nice.
And I got 4 back. Or 5 back. Look at the number right.
Oh,
It went from
that's
59 to 64, so now that's where the 4 came from.
I got a 90 over 67.
I rolled my 46 under 43 or 53.
Oh, I was gonna say.
So
Oh, I only got 3. Lame.
Hey, it's better than nothing. Let's see, did I get luck? Oh, that's right, I don't have a character sheet.
But you could have a character sheet.
Technically, I have 1, 2,
I was gonna say,
3,
1,000.
4, 5, 6, 7. And those are just the NPCs that I saved in here. I have more on my phone. So, yeah, Cora, that light goes off, and what would you like to do?
I think Cora is going to look at her friends and maybe a little bit dismissively just say, you know what, I have something that I need to take care of before we head out. So give me a minute and then we can regroup and figure out where we're headed. And starts walking towards her office. So not like dismissing it, but also not actively inviting them with her.
first she kind of like cocks an eyebrow but doesn't say anything.
And we all noticed the light.
Yeah, it's not hidden. Like, you guys never really paid attention. Like, if you guys saw it before, it would just look like a light that was burnt out that Cora never fixed. And Caleb, you can't think of any moment where you're, like, as you're thinking through it, you don't remember that light ever turning on.
Yeah, Caleb's gonna be like, well, I guess maybe I'll start to see if I can gather some stuff up and figure out if we can copy this box or something.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, use any supplies that you can find in the shop. No worries. Like, just dig around and see what you can find.
And so Caleb's gonna start looking around the shop and see if there's anything that might be useful in replicating the box of weirdness.
Okay. Let's see. There has to be some sort of craft skill.
Yeah.
As I do a quick scan.
It's mechanical repair, right?
I was thinking maybe disguise.
Or handgun. How about... Yeah, actually, I think that would probably be a personal skill. Now I'm thinking about it. It would have been an additional thing, like a crafting kind of thing.
Yeah.
And I don't think anybody possibly put any of that stuff down because we weren't 100% sure.
Yeah, I don't think I have any like
things.
generic crafting skills. I've got more mechanical side of things.
I don't know if Percy wants to help with this or not. I don't know if he has any skills.
Yeah, I don't
with
really have
that.
anything strong in mechanical or any kind of repair.
Okay, how about... I don't know. I guess a disguise. We'll do a disguise, but I don't know. Since it's not... Because I think disguise is more for, like, disguising yourself or other
personal,
people.
Yeah.
I'm going to look it up right here. Disguise.
Yeah, I mean, disguise would definitely be like personal type of stuff, not
Yeah.
objects specifically or trying to clone an object. There's not
Yep.
like a...
To be used whenever you wish to appear to be someone other than whom you are.
Oh, I do have one of the craft skills, or a personal craft type skill of welding. But that's not really going to help specifically.
Don't think so.
I was gonna say it's like a wood box.
I'm going to weld this wooden box.
Yeah.
Let's see. I'm gonna... As I look...
Forgery is also a specialized craft skill.
Yeah.
Which that would be one of the more appropriate things, or sculptor,
Yeah.
or carpenter.
Yeah, I'm gonna say... You know what? We'll use disguise as a loose interpretation right now.
Yeah, this will go well.
And I don't even know if you have poison in it, but I'm gonna say it's gonna be difficult because that skill is normally for disguising humans. So trying to hide a box and stuff. So whatever your score is,
we're not trying to hide the box. We're just trying to make a clone of it. Something
yes,
that will pass Buster's.
Still.
Buster.
If I say it's gonna be 10% harder for you, is that even a skill you can pass?
Oh, I there's no way. It was 60 over 5.
Okay, well, you made a box. You feel happy about it.
No. How does Percy feel about it?
What is Percy doing?
Well, can I get like a factual description of the quality of the box?
So I looked around the shop. I found some like a crate that was like roughly the right size, but it was kind of plain, and I stuck a couple of bricks in to give it some false weight. And well, apparently my handwriting isn't so good, so when I was painting it to kind of try and make it look like it's just kind of a little bit sloppy here and there. I think it might pass like the 200-yard test, but probably not anything better than that.
This thing looks like it was thrown into a fire, which is impressive because he just used crowns and tape.
Percy goes over and grabs both of them in each hand, and I assume he still feels the real box as the like insane weight it is.
It's actually not heavy currently.
Okay. All right. Well, he still kind of grabs both of them, like measures them up, like looks at both of them, and then kind of like out of the corner of his eye looks at Caleb, and it's just he pauses for a moment, and he's like, seriously?
Well, look, I tried. Can
Tried
you do
isn't
better?
no, which is why I thought this was not a good idea.
A quick flashback to when they were all in school together as Caleb's like, Mrs. Teacher, Miss Kelly, I made a project, and it's like painting, but somehow it's on fire. It's like how people cook, but it's anytime Caleb touches art.
Look, I may not have done well in arts and crafts, but I did really great in machine shop.
Yeah, somehow his pyromancy really helped in welding.
Percy kind of collects himself and he's like, listen, I appreciate the effort. We can't give them this.
Yeah, you're
Not
probably
with
right.
the sheriff's life on the balance.
I mean, I think unless we can find Theodore and get some ideas from him, we can't give this to Buster. We gotta do something with it.
I agree. If Cora's not going to let us open it, then the only person who seems to know anything else about this is Theodore, and he hasn't seemed hostile, at least not overly hostile, and so, I mean,
He was weird, but he didn't seem seem aggressive.
I don't like it, but I don't. Our other choice is that we just hold on to it and they kill the sheriff, and that. We can't do that.
I mean,
or maybe we can.
I mean, I think unless Theodore has some other ideas, we might have to just open it, regardless of what Cora thinks.
I mean, the other tactic is we just take the box and we run.
But I think we can basically count the sheriff out if we do that.
I mean, I don't super love the sheriff.
I know you and the sheriff have your differences, but she defended us that night.
Is one person worth whatever happens if the box is opened?
We have no idea what would happen. It could be... might not be anything.
We don't know what's in the mystery box. It could be another mystery box.
I mean, I think we just gotta hope to find Theodore and figure it out from there.
I mean, it's our best source of getting information. I agree.
Yeah, all I know is we definitely cannot let Buster have this box.
I mean, yeah, for sure, we can't let Buster have the box. The only problem is we don't know what Theodore's motives in this are. Maybe he wants the box and he's just going about it a different way. We could be walking and handing it to somebody worse, or maybe somebody just as bad.
Well, I mean, what else do we have? If we can't make a copy that will pass muster, then what else do we have?
I know. There's no good choice.
Wait. Who was it that we had do the door? Papa... I can't think of his name now. We had to do the door on the mine.
Oh shoot! I remember who
Old
it
Man
is.
Pappy,
My
that's
brain
it.
just yeah, Old Man Pappy.
I mean that.
My brain deleted.
We
his
got
name.
that one other idea I got. So I definitely can't make any better copy of this. We had Old Man Pap do the gate up at the mine. I know he's good with the woodworking and everything. Maybe he can do us a favor and put something together.
Maybe. I mean, we could try. I don't know. Is it worth splitting up? Do we try and go both angles? You know,
I
somebody
don't know
could
that.
try and find Theodore. Somebody could see if old Pappy could create a good copy. The problem is, I mean, the
I
problem
think we
is,
need to. I suspect we're going to want the box when we find Theodore.
yeah, I agree. I mean, the other problem is with a fake, we don't know how Uncle Buster has been interacting with this box. So he may
No, but
expect it. He may expect
maybe
it to
it can
do
buy us time.
something. I know. I know. The problem is we don't. We don't know. We don't know if just a visual, deceit is going to pass. Like we don't know what his interaction with the box is, and if we blow that, then we lose everything immediately.
I mean, worst case, it gives us an option.
Yeah, I know.
At this point, I'm just looking for options.
All right. And with that, we're gonna pull away while that conversation is going on. And we have Cora, who went into a back office. And well, Cora, how does this office look like?
It's not very big. It is the space where you would assume, the owner of the shop would have a little desk, and yeah. So there's a desk, a chair, a bookcase, and then there's a safe. So it would be where Cora would come to, balance the books and keep money. If she isn't taking it directly to the bank, she probably keeps her inventory list there, maybe a picture or two. There's my poor animal that we forgot about for the last 3 months would have a bed in this little office. Don't know where my dog is, but he's somewhere, hopefully alive.
I was looking through people's character sheets and I was like, that dog has not come up in one bit.
So there's a bed for the dog that doesn't exist in this story.
It's on vacation.
That's right. It's in New Jersey. But yeah, so like small, simple, just a place where she would go and like do the boring business of the shop.
Aye. And as you enter there, you hear the distinct sound that Cora's used to, but it's just like. There's also, I don't know what a Morse code machine sounds like on the receiving end. Yep. But yeah, it's the yeah, you hear the sounds of Morse code being like projected, and if I remember in our conversations, it was kind of like you had a machine that printed this out, like it would print out the message, and you see like the roll of tape. I think it's ticker tape. Is that what it's called, or is that something completely different? Anyway,
We'll call it that.
Well, I don't want to call it that because I don't know what that might be. But anyway, it's
Ticker tape is generally stock market related.
Oh, yeah.
It could be like, it could potentially be telegraph machine sort of stuff.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, whatever that paper's called, you see like the thin strip of it kind of hanging down from. I don't know where you keep this in your office.
It's probably like maybe on top of one of the bookcases, because it would be like small enough that I could just like set it up there.
All right. Yeah, so that is slowly dwindling down as it's going on there, and then shortly after it pauses.
Okay, so Cora goes over and I don't think she's gonna rip it off yet, just like experience says to wait a few minutes, but like starts like picks up what is already written and starts to read.
Yeah, it's like message received. Stop. And then there's like a little bit like space and said, and then it goes, clown, can't trust. Stop. Box, danger. Stop. Be careful. And then it's nothing comes out after.
Cora sighs, feeling frustrated because it feels very much like there was no new information. And she rips off the paper and like tucks it in her coat pocket, goes over to her desk and quickly writes a note. That says, Sheriff Hudson taken by clowns. They are demanding the box. Uncertain of next steps. And she folds it up and walks out of the office.
Well, before you walk out, you hear the machine turn on one more time.
Oh, okay.
And the same sound goes over, comes out, and written on there is, to get in, stop. And then it's this strange word that the way you can. Actually, it's two words, and it's Aperta Ainuna. Aperta Ainuna.
You want to actually spell that for me?
Yes. Aperta.
Yeah, okay.
Ianua.
Ainua.
Aperta Ainuna.
Okay.
And yeah, it's pretty much it's the last little bit that comes out is like, could help get in. And then it's like silence after that.
Okay. All right, so she rips that off, puts it in the same pocket with the other one, and heads out to check in with Percy and Caleb.
Okay, while that was all going on, because that was taking some time, and I'll ask a decision now. Are you guys going to Old Man Pap? Are you, as I believe Percy said, finding... Actually, I think you guys both said, like, finding Theodore. Or is there a third option that one of you guys thought of while Cora was distracted?
So for where Old Man Pap is are there woods nearby that would be likely to be where we find Theodore?
You have, to my knowledge, you have
No idea
information about Theodore.
Yeah.
No,
none.
but I mean, if there's like woods nearby, that seems like a potential spot that. I mean, given no idea where to potentially find him, maybe.
Like the way I can see it now, unless you guys have something that you can think of, and feel free to share, but it's like with your current information and just the one interaction you had with Theodore, you don't have a clue to where to find him, because the other thing you got to remember is like you guys are on a time crunch today.
Yeah.
Like you only have a couple of hours before you. I'm trying to remember because I'm like in my head I was like, I think I said like 2 different times.
I think
like,
so. When we ended, it was like 9 in the morning, and then we're supposed to meet them at 12.
Yeah, like at lunchtime, right? Is that what
I
you guys were all
wrote
thinking?
down 12, but yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that's what I was thinking too, and I was like, I think Uncle Buster said a different time, but I can't remember. And we could just say he's weird. But yeah, I believe the clown said come at lunchtime, and so if you want to spend those couple hours trying to search for him, I'll let you. I just gotta know, like,
I guess
what
does
you.
does Cora share anything about what what she was doing in her office?
I think,
That's up to her.
yeah. So, what are you guys doing when I come out? Like, what do I see?
We're probably just at the tail end of the just kind of rough timeline. I'm guessing we're probably right towards the tail end of our conversation about, maybe probably discussing potentially going up to Olma and Pap and getting a decoy made.
Okay, so
Cora, the
Cora,
attempted
I was
decoy.
gonna say, Cora comes out and she's like, "How was it making the box?"
Like, well,
Oh gosh,
You see a burnt a burnt pile of
What
ash,
happened?
which is
what?
I'm better at motors than I am at boxes, apparently.
Okay, well, not that that plan was ever really going to work, but I guess it's really not going to work now. Um, so here's the thing. You guys know that I just haven't been able to leave this alone, right? Like, you know that ever since that night 10 years ago, I just have had to know. Um, I I I can know things sometimes because of who I know and how many questions I ask. And because of that, I know that we can't give this box to Buster. And we
Well,
can't
I mean, we
open it.
we agree that we don't want to give it to Buster.
Cora looks at Percy. We can't open
what-
it.
I'm gonna need more. What does that even mean?
You gotta trust me, Percy.
I mean, which is worse, opening it or giving it to Buster?
I think the end result is the same either way.
What else do we have then?
Cora
We
pulls
take
out
it and we run.
Percy. We would doom the town.
Would we? If the box is the danger,
Could you imagine what they would do to the people who live here?
what would they do if they had the box?
Caleb points to the board. Look at all the missing people from around this area. Like, there's people that have gone missing recently. You saw how people were at how the help was at the fair or the circus. They all seemed. I don't know. They seemed kind of like spellbound, maybe.
Well, then that argues that they're already doing it. They're already doing the thing to this town.
Well, of course. I mean, I don't think they've got anybody besides the sheriff from here so far. But I mean, clearly that's kind of their plan. Why else would they be moving through the area?
If we leave, no one's going to be figuring it out. Or Percy, I know you don't like Sheriff Hudson, but she's with us on this. She might be one of the few who actually cares to figure it out and stop it. Without her, without us, who is going to stop it?
So then how do you suggest we get her back?
So Cora reaches into her pocket and pulls out the second strip of paper. I think I have the code word to get into the little tent. Maybe we pull a jailbreak.
Do we think they're still there, though? You saw how everything disappeared in the tent afterwards.
They have to be, because they told us to come back. I don't know where that little tent is, but
Caleb looks at the
Alright,
paper
so-
like, do you think that's to get into the with this kind of weird word on it, a pair of words on it? Do you think that's to get into the tent, or do you think that's to get into the box?
yeah, that is a good question, and I thought about that. The only thing that makes me think maybe not the box is the warning that the box is dangerous. If it's so dangerous, why open it?
I mean, if the choice is the danger of the box versus the danger of Buster, we have the danger we don't know versus the danger we do, or potential danger we don't know versus the danger we do know. If we open the box, and especially if those words happen to be the words that open the box, then maybe we have more influence over the creature within it, or whatever's within it.
I cannot believe you guys are both advocating that we let this thing out. You realize that we might be letting out the thing that almost killed us 10 years ago.
I don't want to let it out, but if letting it out helps us get the sheriff back that contained it in the first place, that might be our way of... I don't know what other options we have. I mean, we can go up to Old Man Paps and see if he can make a copy of the box that we can try to fool Buster with, but I don't know, do you think anything would fool Buster with it?
No, I don't. I don't, because the box is so changeable and malleable. It talks and it changes voices. And who has it? Who has the box right now?
I don't know if
It's probably just sitting on a table or something.
Okay, so Cora.
Sitting next to the corpse of the other box.
So Cora goes over to the box and knocks on it again. If we let you out, what is the first thing you'll do?
And just silence is returned.
Caleb's gonna also knock more vigorously on the box. Wake up! Wake up, creature. We need to talk more.
Yeah, same thing. No, there's nothing. No response.
I mean, it did tell us before that it would help us get the sheriff back. We don't know what it would cost us, but it would at least help us get the sheriff back, according to it. I don't know. I think... I don't know. Maybe we try and see if we can get lucky and find Theodore, but if not, we have to meet Buster somehow. We could try to split off and see if those words happen to work on the small tent, if we can find the small tent. But we still don't even know exactly where that is.
Well, it was the tent. It was inside the main tent. That's what the animal.
That's what. Yeah, I mean that's what they
told
told us, but we never actually saw it, right?
No.
I mean, we know it's in the tent somewhere. The only problem is it's so close to the deadline. If we go now, are they already there? Like, how we can't just go, traipsing around in there. They're not going to let us.
I'm sure that they're at the circus. I mean, that's where they want to meet us, and that's their area. I don't know. I don't think we should take the box anywhere close to them. If anything, I don't know. I almost want to just almost just want to open it and see what happens.
All right.
Oh my
We
god.
have three different, I think, three different options. Feel free to correct me if I'm misunderstanding. Cora is pushing closer towards using the phrase she just learned to see if it opens up the tent to the little tent. Caleb is now leaning towards just opening it up and seeing what could happen. And Percy is just thinking of just running.
Oh.
So you guys need to come to an agreement. So we can talk out of character for this, because this is very important, because this decision right here could really it will change the future of what is going to happen. So,
As if we didn't know that already.
Yeah.
I know. But I'm saying it for any of those audience listeners
Stakes
that
are
fell
so
asleep
high.
while eating like pudding pie or something with like crazy straws or something.
Wow.
So
That would be a way to
Interesting
eat
way of
pie.
eating.
Slurping
look,
it up.
just like how lions can do kickflips, humans also have their own set of skills. What? Share what you're thinking and why you want to do what you want to do.
Okay. Well, here's the thing. Out of character, Elizabeth wants to open the box like no one's business. However, and I know that might ruin the story and just end everything right now, but I am so freaking curious. But Cora would never, ever advocate to open the box. Like, you will...
Not
will
gonna
have
lie,
to do
hearing those words, it's like, oh, we have box words.
I know.
That
But
was
Cora
my
never
first thought.
would. She never would, because it feels too risky and too dangerous, and she's lost too much, and so she will never. So I think she will she will push for going to the tent because she is aware of what she shared with her like secret society people. And at the time, she didn't know that there was a code word for the box. Although I guess she didn't know that there was a code word for the tent either.
Well, when they asked, so I guess, was there something that was sent that ended up getting those words?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she put a message out updating the secret society about the circus coming into town and having found the box. That's what she told them about. And then what she got back was this code word.
So the question ultimately in that is, would they be more likely to know about some secret word that would, to get into a tent that, according to the clowns and the people that work there, that, at least out of character, I feel like have been kidnapped to work there effectively.
Yeah.
And most likely drugged in some fashion and brainwashed to make them
subservient.
think that their life was terrible and whatever, but
yeah.
Would it be more likely to open that, or would it be more likely to be related to the box that they're saying is dangerous? Because from Caleb's point of view, he didn't want to deal with this in the first place. It's stuff that, it's super weird stuff. He's trying to find out what's going on. But he wants to make sure that, from his point of view, it's definitely not something that can go back in the hands of Buster. And if it can't go back into Buster's hands, then the choice is either find more information elsewhere or open the box and hope for the best. And having a keyword that seems related to opening or at least related to the box in some way. When the box said, if you have the words, then it seems, from Caleb's point of view, it's like, well, this makes it a whole lot safer to deal with the box.
Okay, John, what's going on with Percy?
I mean, Percy's first inclination is obviously just to take the box and run, to remove himself. That said, I think if there was a feasible plan, he wouldn't reject it or fight it. But in the absence of, a good idea, or at least, going in with some kind of a solid plan, he wants to just, take the box and abandon the town. Realizing that that's not necessarily the best option, but maybe the safest one.
How much would he fight opening the box?
I don't know. I think initially he was more prone to want to open it, but as the discussion has gone on, I think he's leaning more towards just keeping it away, almost just safeguarding it and keeping it away from everyone.
So I think we might have like a bit of like a party split scenario coming on, right? Like,
I almost want to add one more option to the list. I just don't know how it would be accomplished of getting a decoy made that was just good enough, like something like not super detailed or anything, but good enough to pass like the 200-yard test, and basically getting close enough to where Buster and company would be able to see see Percy with it, and sending Percy running with the decoy.
But I don't think we get Sheriff Hudson back.
Right.
Well, so the other part of that ends up being if they bite on the decoy
that
and empty out
the
circus, that opens other options at the circus. And we can watch to see if they do bite on it from somewhere hidden enough. And if they bite, then we go in and see if the keywords work or if we can find this mystery tent.
If the
keywords work on it.
The downside is if they don't, and they just say, all right, see you. We are killing the sheriff, and now the two of you are left in the middle of them.
If they don't bite, we open it.
I was going to say, what if our fail-safe is that we just open it?
And
if
they don't bite on the decoy, we open the box.
And this whole time I am walking through the town yelling for Theodore.
So then is it I have a fake decoy, I run off with it, and one of you guys has the real one on you hidden?
Yeah, we would be basically watching the circus to see if they bite on the decoy.
Right.
And if they don't bite on it, then we open the box there and hope for the best. I mean, that's really... I don't know what else we have as option to work with here.
Oh, boy.
Is that the plan?
Or is it better for us to forego the decoy and I keep the real box?
Are you going to open it? Sorry.
If it comes down to they're going to catch me.
I mean, if they chase, then
You're not going to have time.
If they do chase, what do we do?
I know.
No,
I mean, I guess
think
if they do chase, then you have to
The
somehow manage to
problem
get
is
away
we
from
can't
them.
we can't communicate. So like if you find the sheriff or if you find where she's at, we don't have a way to let each other know. Or if they catch me, I don't have a way to let you know.
I think it's too unsafe to let Percy have the box, the real box.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a plan.
Is that the plan you guys are gonna go with? Just
Yep.
offer the box and run. Tell me the plan one more time.
All right, we're gonna go get Old Man Pap to try and make us a decoy. Percy's going to take the decoy to the circus while Caleb and I watch from a distance with the real box. If they buy it, then Percy's going to run and take the box with him to get him to chase them so that Caleb and I can search the circus. If they don't buy it, Percy's still going to run, I guess, and we're going to open the box.
We're gonna try these. We're gonna try these words one way or the other.
And everyone, I think we know what's happening next week.
I don't like it.
I don't either.
Welcome to Call of Cthulhu.
Caleb is not exactly enthused about this plan, but it's the best he's got.
No,
You
it's
know
not
what
a
I
good
say to
plan,
this?
but it's a plan.
All I can say is, you did it to yourself. All right, guys, we'll see you next week. Bye-bye.
Bye.